Good morning and a big welcome to the channel. I'm the Motorsport Madman and this is the 2026 Chinese Grand Prix. If you are new to the channel, if you haven't subscribed, please do so. Please do drop me a like as well. And we are moments away from the start of the race. They've already begun the formation lap. I'm fresh out of bed after about 3 or 4 hours sleep. And I'm not seeing any McLarens on the grid. I don't know about you guys, but we're McLarenless. As for why, I was in the land of nod, so I don't know why, do I? I don't know why, but I'm not seeing any orange and black. I woke up, put the TV on, and you've got Norris in the garage, and I'm just waking up. You know, you just open one eye. I'm Norris in the garage, I'm thinking, that's not right. And then the camera pans across. Piastri sat in the grid. I'm thinking, well, it's definitely not right. Should be starting in 5 minutes. So I don't know why, but we've got 0 McLarens on the grid. What has gone on? Like I say, we'll find out. Bortoletto's are not on the grid, neither's Albon. So we've got a total of 18 out of 22 on the grid. It's Antonelli on pole position, if you didn't know. Obviously, that's the grid lineup. You know, Perez 21st, Stroll 20th, Bottas, then Alonso 18th, Sainz 17th. Bortoletto not on the grid. Looks like Piastri's going to start from the pit lane, but I don't think Norris is going to take part at all. Let me get the, so I can hear what's going on. I can have some sort of a clue as to why. Where else are we? Where was it up to? Yeah, Lindblad P15, Lawson P14, Ocon P13, Colapinto P12, Hülkenberg P11, Ollie Behrman P10, Hadjar P9, Verstappen P8. They're a second off the pace, Red Bull. Gasly P7. Then the 2 McLarens. So we might have Piastri from the pit lane, but I don't think Norris is going to take part at all. Then it's the 2 Ferraris, 2 Mercedes. So it's Leclerc P4, Hamilton P3, who have probably got taking the lead. Are we going to have a Ferrari 1-2 by the time we get down to turn 4? That's my dip. And listen, I'm not going to go crazy. I'll go, it's going to be Ferrari 1-2 by the time we get to turn 4. We've got Russell P2 and Antonelli pole position. The youngest pole sitter in history. But yes, Dougie was pole position. He's not the youngest pole position. Not the youngest pole sitter in history. But he's a pole sitter. Yes, Dean's in as well. Beth's in. Mitch, welcome in. Yes, what's going on? McLaren screwed? Yeah, Dan, absolutely screwed. I don't know why. Electrical issues, fair enough. Cheers for the information. Hamilton P1. I reckon Hamilton P1 by the time we get to turn 1, yeah. How are we doing, Loz? Russell will win by half the track. Nah, Antonelli, give him a race. Be like when Button won every race for Braun. No, I think Antonelli give him a do. Antonelli was only 3 seconds behind him after 50-odd laps last week. Right, here we go then. Not much time for introductions. We're lined up on the grid. 18 drivers in the race. Wow, both McLarens don't make the start. Bortoletto doesn't make the start. Albon doesn't make the start. Here we go then. We've got gaps in the grid. And here we go then, Chinese Grand Prix in 2026 is underway. Look at the Ferraris attacking the Mercedes. He's trying to defend his Antonelli, but it's no good. Leaves Lewis Hamilton round the outside, followed by Charles Leclerc. And we have got a Ferrari 1-2 off the start. Antonelli's going to fight side by side with Charles Leclerc for second, and there's a little bit of contact between Antonelli and Charles Leclerc. And Antonelli gets back into second place, but I feel like Leclerc's going to dive bomb him down to turn 4. Antonelli defends. Hamilton leads the race into turn 4. Then it's Hamilton, Antonelli, Leclerc, Russell, and we've got an Alpine in P5, have we? It's that Pierre Gasly up to P5. It's then Ollie Behrman P6 ahead of Isaac Hadjar P7. Verstappen's down to 14th. What's happened to Max Verstappen? 4 cars already not in the race. Verstappen down to 14th. Hamilton leads them away on lap 1. Hamilton from Antonelli, Leclerc, Russell and Behrman defending from Isaac Hadjar. Oh, and Behrman's had to go off the track. The old switcheroo. Hadjar surely going to get him coming onto the back straight. And Hadjar spins. Oh, and he sends Behrman off as well. Oh, Isaac Hadjar. Oh, that's a nightmare. Oh, it's no good. He give it full beans. And look at the Racing Bulls attacking the Alpine of Colapinto down into the hairpin they come. Oh, and they're all locking up. Liam Lawson, Franco Colapinto, and Arvid Lindblad going to war for P6. Fernando Alonso, P10. Hadjar being told to pit. We've got a front five breakaway as Sainz and Alonso go wheel to wheel for P10. Max Verstappen, P12. Oh, and Antonelli looking at Lewis Hamilton for the lead of the Grand Prix. Lap 2 of 56, and Antonelli all over the gearbox of that Ferrari. The fast starting, rapid, off the line Ferrari. I did have them 1-2, 1-3, 1-3. I think they were briefly 1-2, weren't they, for a split second. I could have taken a screenshot and gone, I'm right. Well, look at this. We've got a top 4 breakaway then. Although Gasly is holding on. We've got Alpines at 5th and 6th. They're not going to be lasting constructors this year, are they? Hey, Flavio Briatore, look at that leaderboard and go, very nice. Oh, and here comes Antonelli then down the inside. Oh, he's already passed him for the lead of the race before they get down to the hairpin. And Antonelli retakes the lead of the Grand Prix, and it looks like Oscar Piastri's not even going to take part. Oh, my God, we've got neither McLarens in the race. Yeah, Piastri's not even done a lap yet in 2026. And here comes Russell down the inside of Charles Leclerc. And here we go then. So it's now Antonelli, Hamilton, Russell, Leclerc, top 4. And Gasly's holding on to the back of this quartet. At least Ferrari are putting up a fight. At least Ferrari can fight in the early stages. You know what I mean? At the very minimum, we're going to have a exciting first half dozen laps. What happens in the other 50 laps is up for debate, but the Ferrari's being a rocket ship off the line does provide entertainment in the early stages. Alpine 5th and 6th, Liam Lawson up to 7th, Ocon 8th, Lindblad 9th, Verstappen now back up to 10th. So then Sainz, Behrman, Alonso, Hülkenberg, Bottas, Stroll, Perez, and Hadjar, who was pitted after his spinning on lap 1. So Piastri, Norris, Bortoletto and Albon didn't even take part. It's a calamity for McLaren. It's absolute disaster. There's something wrong with you if you're asking for a session to start at 8:30 in the morning, Beth. Just reevaluate yourself for a minute. I think there's something not quite right if you're asking for a session to begin at about 8:30 on a Sunday morning. Here comes George Russell down the inside into second and makes it a Mercedes 1-2 by the start of lap 4. It's Antonelli now from Russell and then Hamilton and Leclerc. Radio, see you for Japan. Hey, tell you what, it gives you good first 4 laps. Cheers, guys. Verstappen still down in P10. Wow, McLaren, I can't believe. So, Piastri hasn't even done a racing lap this season yet. They're the Constructors' champions. McLaren are the reigning champions and they're not even taking part. Wow. That's mental. Ferraris are keeping up. Come on. Come on, Lewis. Don't let George get away. He's been waiting all night. Ridiculous. Oh, Verstappen's... Wow, Verstappen had a go at Arvid Lindblad, but Lindblad's got it back again. Replay of the race start then. Let's have a look at these Ferrari rocket ships off the line. Look at that. They can't block it, can they, Mercedes? They can't do anything about it. You could have Ferrari starting 5th and 6th. They're still... I'll tell you what, Antonelli did... They didn't touch... Antonelli did fight back quite well. Yeah. And it was a good start from Antonelli as well, which was desperately needed because he's had a couple of shockers in the Australian Grand Prix and in the sprint yesterday. Look at that. Oh, that was close. Replay of the start on board with Max Verstappen. What happened to him then? So he started 8th and, oh, it's an horrendous launch. Look at that. And just absolutely swamped by the entire field then, Verstappen. Wow. First impressions. Oh, the Cadillacs made contact. Oh, no. Oh, the Cadillacs made contact in turn 2 on lap 1. But yeah, first impressions. Max doesn't like these. Max doesn't like this era, does he? I think he'll probably leave the sport. Oh, that was extremely close to a big crash between Hadjar and Behrman on lap 1. Oh, Verstappen tries it into turn 1. Wow. I've seen Max make more mistakes in the opening couple of weeks of this season than the previous about 8 years combined. Mad, isn't it? If Alpine don't get a serious bag of points out of this, I don't know what they're going to do. Verstappen all over the back of Lindblad. So we've got both Alpines and both Racing Bulls in the points at the minute. It's 2 by 2 they go. 2 Mercs, 2 Ferraris, 2 Alpines. Yeah, you were waiting all night. Waiting all night for what? I told Dougie at 10:30 I'm not doing a stream. I had to get some sleep. You know me better than to start drinking at 8 o'clock in the morning. Come on. I think even Denver had squint his eye at that idea. You know me better than that, Bev. Anyway, this is not the SES channel anyway, Beth. That's on Twitch. This is a F1 watch along, Beth. Oh, Leclerc all over the back of Hamilton for P3. But the Mercs are starting to drop him. Here comes Hulkenberg, past Sainz up to P12. I'm surprised that Verstappen isn't making serious ground on those soft tyres as well. You've got the top 5 on the mediums, Colapinto and Ocon. Colapinto's doing a good job. P6 on the hard tyre. But Verstappen, you'd be expecting him to make serious ground. But the fact that he hasn't already... Verstappen's already used up the best of the tyre now. So he cooked his goose, Verstappen. Ah. Yes, Barry, welcome in. Red Bull are a midfield car, aren't they? Oh my God. Max, right, how long does Max stay in the sport? I'm telling you now, he's not a guy that's going to run around in P10 for the next 5 years. He'll just leave. We've got the Racing Bulls going side by side. Lindblad takes Lawson. Oh, but locks a brake and it's the old switcheroo. Lawson gets the position back. Ooh, steady on, guys. So Antonelli leads Russell by 1.3. Then they started to drop the Ferraris. Hamilton 3.3 behind Russell. Leclerc's on his tail. Yes, you've literally got both Mercs together, then a gap, then both Ferraris, then a gap, then both Alpines, then a gap. F1 in 2026. Unbelievable. Incredible. First 9 laps in Australia were good though, weren't they? Well, fair play for Lindblad for going for it. Oh, Piastri. I tell you what, Oscar Piastri. I can't believe that. Wow. Who had a quid on Oscar Piastri not starting either of the first 2 races of 2026? And can I book a room in your yacht? Or should I say cabin? Oh, Verstappen pits. At the end of lap 9, we've already got some early stoppers. Lawson in, Verstappen in, Sainz in. Oh, so the McLaren issues are 2 completely different electrical issues. Wow. Wow. Oh, and we've got Lance Stroll out of the race. Lance Stroll's ground to a halt at turn 1. So when are the leaders going to pit then? I'd go for now. Safety car has been deployed for Lance Stroll, having stopped on the exit of turn 1. Pit. Are they all going to pit? Yeah, surely. Yeah, they're all in, so full safety car and they all pit. Nice. Antonelli clean pit stop. Russell's in. So double stacking at Mercedes, double stacking at Ferrari. Is Colapinto stay out? P2. Antonelli, Colapinto, Ocon. Who had that as a top 3? Stop the count right now. Stop the count right now. Colapinto, Ocon and Lindblad, Hulkenberg. Alonso stayed out P11. Come on. Oh, Bert Mylander. 500 Grand Prix as a safety car driver. That's a few years, isn't it? That 500 when there's about 20, on average, 20 races a season. How many seasons is that? It'd be 5 seasons is about 100 races. So 5, 10, 50, 20, 25, 30 years. $25 years. That's insane, isn't it? 25 years as a safety car driver. Oh, go on then. He's led a few races in his time, hasn't he? Slow stop for Isaac Hadjar. Not ideal, is it? Oh, mate. You'd expect Russell, Hamilton and Leclerc to get past Colapinto and Ocon pretty quickly. I want Colapinto on full send in turn 1. Go on. Chance to lead a race. We're doing another lap behind the safety car. Can they not get this Aston Martin out of the way? Come on. Oh, the crane's out for Lance Stroll. I don't know what the issues were with Bortoletto and Albon. I don't think they've said yet on Sky what the, all the focus has been on the McLarens not starting. But we also had another 2 cars that didn't start. Terrible start to the season from Williams as well, isn't it? It's been Aston Martin disaster, Williams flop, McLaren not even in the race. Perez pits. It's not the fastest pit stop in the world with Sergio Perez. Alpine have done the smart thing, really, splitting. RB have split as well. Yeah, it's smart that Alpine and Racing Bulls have decided to pit one car. See what happens. Right, Stroll's car is well and truly out of the way now. Let's get this back underway. Yeah, I think the one stop is going to be challenging. Has there ever been a one stop in China? Why was a one stop ever on the table? One stop in China, really? I thought it was supposed to be super high deg on the front tyres, no? I thought that was always the way. We're doing another lap behind the safety car. This Bert Mylander is like the referee in a football match. He wants to be main character, doesn't he? What's he leading another lap for? Hey, do you know what would be an interesting stat? How many laps Bert Mylander has led a Grand Prix? I wonder where it puts him in like the all-time stats. Because Bert Mylander probably leads about, well, probably on average about 50 laps a year. Bert Mylander. Where would that rank him at 25 years of that? Maybe he's top. Maybe Bert Mylander has led the most laps in F1 history. I wonder. It might be true, that. Go on. And no one's ever heard of him. No one's ever heard of him. And he might be the man who's led the most Grand Prix. That'd be a good quiz question, that, wouldn't it? Who leads 50 laps of a Grand Prix a season on average? But no one knows his name. Oh, you can tell it's 6:30 in the morning, 7:30. Come on. I want Colapinto on full send. I want Colapinto on do or die. And Ocon. I want Colapinto and Ocon thinking, what, right, once in a lifetime here. Especially Colapinto. Go on, once in a lifetime, Franco. Once in a lifetime. So I hope you're getting a nosebleed. Go on. Oh, he's already lost the rear end coming out of the hands. It's going to be Ocon versus Colapinto for P2 at turn 1. Oh, Colapinto holds on. Gasly up to P10. Verstappen's down in 13th. What is 2026? Oh, look at them all jockeying. Oh, here we go then. Hamilton versus Russell. Oh, look at this. Hamilton's done Russell. Oh, Hamilton passes Russell. So it's Antonelli, Colapinto, Ocon, Hamilton, Russell, Lindblad, Leclerc. Lewis is going to storm past it. Does Lewis win the race from here now? No. But has he got a chance? Yes. Come on. If Lewis can clear these two quickly and George can't, game on. Here comes Hamilton then on the back of Esteban Ocon. Surely it's a sitting duck. Man, they've got the same power unit in the back. Lewis is down the inside, then it's wheel to wheel down the back straight, but oh, is he going for it on Esteban Ocon? He is. Hamilton up to P3. Top 3 then in the Chinese Grand Prix on lap 14. Antonelli, Colapinto, Lewis Hamilton. I did not expect to be saying that. Ocon P4. Obviously, Colapinto, Ocon haven't stopped yet. Everyone else has near enough. Oh, and here comes Hamilton into turn one. And Leclerc's past George Russell. What was Dan saying about Russell winning every single race by 30 seconds? I don't think so. No, listen, there's still 40 laps to go. I hold judgment yet, but whoo, at least people are giving him a challenge. Yeah, I hope George Russell doesn't do with Max Verstappen 2023 and just win every single race. No. And Hamilton takes P2 off Colapinto. And Russell's not happy with the grip. So it's Antonelli from Hamilton, Colapinto, Ocon, Leclerc, Russell, Lindblad, Behrman, Hülkenberg, and Pierre Gasly. P10, Verstappen, P11, then Lawson, Sainz, Hadjar, Bottas, Alonso, and Perez in 17th and last with 5 out of the race. Stroll, Piastri, Norris, Bortoletto, Albon. 4 of them didn't even start. Oh, and I tell you what, Hamilton's hunting down. Does Lewis Hamilton win the race from here? I think, do you know what would be good for the sport? A Ferrari 1-2 here, he says with the Mercedes cap on. I think that would be good for the season. I think we're going to get it. I think we're going to get a Ferrari 1-2. All of a sudden, it's just looking good. It's just looking really good for Ferrari, this, and that's good for the sport. Because if Mercedes go 1-2 for the first 2 races, how many people tune in for round 3? Just Mercedes fans. And Leclerc up to P3, past Colapinto, and Russell down the inside of Esteban Ocon. Obviously, there's a long way to go, but it's looking good for Ferrari, this. Hamilton hunting down Antonelli for the lead of the Grand Prix. Russell says he's struggling with grip and has been passed by both Ferraris. Yeah, Max was well pissed off, yeah. 100%. He's gonna be there in P11, probably thinking about Le Mans, thinking about endurance racing, and thinking, is this boost button and battery recharge and harvesting and super clipping really for me, or am I going to have it out in the Nürburgring in a GT car? Mind you, the probably £1 million a month will probably sway him a little bit. And Russell passes Colapinto. So we're back to... so we've got Mercedes 1-4, Ferrari 2-3, Colapinto and Ocon been shuffled back. And here we go, on board Lewis Hamilton, 6/10 behind Kimi Antonelli for the lead of the Grand Prix. Here comes the 7-time world champion. Oh, cue the Jaws theme for Kimi Antonelli now. Okay, this season, my outlook on the season is just starting to get a little bit brighter as Hamilton hunts down Antonelli. Because Mercedes aren't walking away, are they? Thank God, really. You don't want any team walking away. You just don't need that. But looking at this bodes well. This bodes well for the season, this, because at least it's a 2-team fight. Well, if McLaren are in the race, how quick are they? I don't know, but they're probably not in this fight, are they? McLaren probably just behind. But Ferrari are there. Thank goodness. Because I didn't fancy sitting here for 22 Mercedes 1-2s, really. I wouldn't fancy 22 of any team getting 1-2s. Any domination's bad. Yellow flag. But Verstappen down the inside on Arvid Lindblad. Verstappen up to 9th. Double wave yellows for what? For why? For who? Oh, for debris. Debris on the track. Debris on the track. Yeah, Sean Tan, how we doing? Oh, sorry, I didn't read your whole VDUO explanation at the end of the last stream. I didn't notice it until I was already in me saying goodbyes, and then I ended the stream and then seen that you'd explained it all, and I was like, oh God, I missed that. But basically, if your engine's that crap, they allow you to develop it a bit. Is that it in a nutshell? Because like you say, that's exactly what Aston Martin need. Engine bit shit. You can do upgrade. Ocon lining up Colapinto for P5. Oh, look at the Ferraris hunting down Antonelli. Oh, and Colapinto, look at this Alpine versus Ocon, Alpine versus Haas. Well, they're evenly matched, aren't they? Alpine and Ocon, shut up, man. Alpine and Haas are really evenly matched. Look at this. What a duel this is. Colapinto, Ocon, Behrman, Gasly separated by about a second. Oh, Ocon's got to send it on Colapinto. You've got to send it. You've got to send it. You're not the man, are you? And Verstappen's in the mix. Verstappen on Gasly, but is Gasly going to hang on round the outside? Oh, look at Colapinto still holding on. Why not? Why not? You're battling over P5. You see, this battle's relevant. Usually when the TV cameras goes to a battle between Alpine and Haas, you're probably talking P16, P14. This is relevant. This is for P5. This is not just, oh, it's something else happening further down the field. This is for big points. And I'm glad Colapinto's fighting for every inch of the track, so he should. Honestly, Aston Martin has still been running survival concentration mode, yeah. Oh, look at the Haas going side by side, and it's Behrman going round the outside. Oh, it's Ocon. And Colapinto still holds on to P5. He's got both Haas boys coming at him, and Colapinto still holds on. And Verstappen's in the background as well. Do you know what? In terms of racing, are these regulations awful? Are they hard to understand? Yes. Is the racing awful? No. Is it impossible for the casual fan to understand what the hell is happening in terms of battery recharge and deploy? Yes. But there's close racing. So at the end of the day, does the casual fan care if they understand it or not? If it's good racing, it's good racing. We could just do with the pack being a little bit closer, but you're always going to get a field spread at the beginning of regulation, so you can't have everything. But at least Ferrari are in the fight. Well, Russell now closing in on Leclerc. Yeah, they're pretty evenly matched on race pace, aren't they, here? Mercedes and Ferrari. Colapinto has shown that his results he was in Williams was a fluke. Yeah, he had an anonymous 2025, didn't he, Colapinto? I was thinking, is he really the Argentinian hero? But no, he's looking good. Oh, Behrman trying to take P5 off Colapinto. Surely at some point. Oh, and they're still side by side. Colapinto's locked to brake. Behrman's going to switch back. Colapinto's been hounded and survived the pressure. fair play. This is the most airtime Colapinto has got. He's had more time on TV in the last 2 minutes, Colapinto, than the entirety of 2025. He was anonymous. Here comes Max. Yeah, Max on the scene. Max has passed Gasly. Ocon. He's in the middle of this Haas Alpine fight. But look at Ferrari, though. Ferrari are right up there. Well, bring on a four-way fight this season. I'll take that. I'll shake your hand now and say deal if we've got 4 cars in contention for a win every week. I'll shake your hand and say deal on that. Because even if Mercedes do end up with a 1-2 here, it's not a walk in the park, is it? Because I was fearing a walk in the park. I'm sure a lot of people were fearing a walk in the park of a season. But Ferrari are strong. Oh, and Behrman's past Colapinto. It's taken a few laps, but Behrman up to P5. Is that a legitimate P5 as well? Has Behrman stop? Behrman did stop. So Behrman's not in P5 through some being out of kilter on the pit stops, being on alternative strategy. No, Behrman is legit P5. Fair play. Because Ocon and Colapinto stayed out. So Behrman's a legitimate P5. Hulkenberg is also in this mix. Oh, what race do you think will get since they cancelled Bahrain and Saudi Arabia? Oh yeah, none, Barry. Unfortunately, they haven't got time to substitute a race in. It's a bit more complicated than that. Yeah, they haven't got time. If they had 2-3 months' notice, they could go right. Let's get things sorted out. But it's too short notice, so we just go down to 22 races. So we just do the first 3 races and then a month of nothing. So get in. It is what it is. Yeah, 5-week break, yeah. 5-week break. Yeah. You can't one-stop this, can you? So Antonelli leads Hamilton by 2 seconds. 3.4 covers the top 4 on lap 23. Do you know what? I'll take that. And then you've got about 14 seconds to Ollie Behrman. So he's definitely got a top 4 breakaway. It's Behrman, Verstappen, Colapinto, Ocon, Gasly now up to P9. Yeah, Hulkenberg is in this fight. P10. Then it's Lawson, Lindblad, Hadjar, Sainz, Bottas, Perez, and Alonso still in the race. As we see Lando Norris on the pit wall. Wow. Oh, the Ferraris are fading back into the clutches of George Russell now. Lap 23 of 56. Lap 24, should I say. Antonelli starting to stretch his legs at the front. And the Ferrari falling back. Oh, here we go with Lando Norris. What's the issue? Electrical issue. Lando Norris did not start. Wow. I tell you what, Lando, it's a good job you won that championship last year, because you ain't winning it this year. Was it Zach Brown said we're now entering the Lando Norris era? The Lando Norris era? No. Just no. Just no. Oh, Leclerc down the inside on Lewis Hamilton for P2 in the race. And Leclerc takes it. Russell's in the mix as well. Is Russell going to try in the final corner? Oh, got a three-way scrap for second place in the Chinese Grand Prix. Lap 26. Lap 25. Oh, look at this. Then the Ferraris go side by side into turn one. Hamilton trying around the outside. Leclerc defending on the inside. Whoa. That's extremely close. But they're under pressure from George Russell. George Russell's going to get Hamilton here, surely down into turn 6. Hamilton on the inside, Russell on the outside. They go wheel to wheel. Hamilton holds on, defends it. You can tell Russell's faster now. You can tell Russell will sail away. If he gets past these Ferraris, he'll be gone. It lasted one race, total domination. No, yeah. Well, hang on, Dougie. Hang on. We've still got a good amount. We've still got 30 laps here. But at least Ferrari are in the mix. Ferrari are in the mix. At least they're giving him a fight. Oh, Hamilton having a look at his teammate down at the hairpin. But Leclerc hangs on for another lap. Antonelli leads the race by 4.7 seconds. Are we on for a Kimi Antonelli maiden win? I think there's a good chance of it. Bodes well for the championship, that as well. If Antonelli can win round 2, it sends a message to George as well that you've not got it all your own way this season, sunshine. I'm here. You know, if Antonelli wins round 2, it's like, yeah, this isn't the walk in the park that you hoped it'd be, George. That's what we need. What we need even more than that is a Ferrari victory, just to say, hey, Mercedes, this ain't the walk in the park that you thought it would be. Okay. Verstappen 2.3 behind Behrman for 5th as well. But the gap between the top 4 and the rest of the field's massive as Hamilton goes down the inside on his teammate. And Hamilton back into second. Woo! Well, Lewis much prefers this generation of car than the ground effect generation of car. But, oh, God, here come the Ferraris again. Side by side into turn 1, Hamilton and Leclerc. And Leclerc trying round the outside. I tell you what, these regulations might be hellishly complicated, but they do produce good racing. You can't deny that. You can't deny that. I know the world loves to be negative. The world loves to moan, loves to be negative, but you can't deny it does produce a lot of overtaking. And here comes Hamilton trying to dive down the inside on Charles Leclerc, and he puts him off a little bit, and the Ferraris are still wheel to wheel going up to turn, and Hamilton goes for it. That's extremely risky. That's extremely bold. Oh my God! Hamilton's got the position. That's an unbelievably aggressive. I tell you what, this is fantastic racing. This is fantastic racing. The best I've seen for years. And George Russell. Listen, the world loves to moan and complain. And do you know what people have been saying about racing when it's as good as this? Oh, it's yo-yo racing. What do you want then? What do you want? No overtaking. Follow the leader for 58,000 laps. And when you get overtaken, oh, it's yo-yo racing. It's yo-yo racing. It's fucking good racing. How's about that for a change of attitude? Absolutely brilliant. George Russell down the inside and takes Lewis Hamilton. I will take yo-yo racing every day of the week. Every day of the week, I'll take it. Because it's better than follow the fucking leader like I've watched out 15 out of the last 20 years. This is a million times better. And whilst it's impossible to understand battery recharge and super clipping and all the rest of the complicated bollocks that's going on, at the end of the day, when you're looking with your eyes, is it a good show? Yes, it is. End of story. And I'm just seeing a lot in the media and all the fans and all the social media and all the influencers and all the F1 streams and everybody's moaning, complaining. Oh, everything's downbeat. The world loves to be downbeat, but sometimes it ain't that bad. It ain't that bad. And this is one of them situations. It ain't that bad. And Lindblad spun it. That's bad. That's bad. But, like, for example, I thought the first 9 laps in Australia was epic, fantastic. Yeah, Leclerc was using boost, and then he was using boost and all the rest of it. I don't understand the battery usage situation, but it was fantastic, just like this is right now. Leclerc and Russell battling for P2 in the Grand Prix. And how many years and seasons after seasons where it's just dead. You can't deny that whilst it's overly complicated, and unless you've got a PhD in fucking battery recharge technology, you haven't got a chance. But is it a good product? Yes. That's my opinion anyway. No one knows what's going on, but is it exciting? Yeah. Does it produce wheel-to-wheel racing? Yes. Do we know what's happening? No. Do we know why? Do we know why? No. But have we got a 3-way scrap for P2 in the changing positions every lap? Yes. Right, then sign me up. That's what I'm saying. Odds on both Ferraris coming together. 1 to 10. It's happening. This would have been better if Alonso was battling here. For you. No, it would be better for the whole sport, yeah. Yeah, it would have been. Yeah, it would have been nice if Aston Martin were in the mix. Yeah, well, it'd be nice if McLaren were in the soddy race. Maybe they'd have got involved with this. And here comes George Russell then down the inside of Charles Leclerc. Again, they're going wheel to wheel for P2. And you can't deny it's providing good racing 2026. It's providing overtaking. And we're back to a Mercedes 1-2. Forget everything I said. This is boring. Ha ha. Let's go. Mercedes 1-2, is it? Oh. Just getting a bit warm, you know what I mean? Just getting a bit warm. Oh. Yeah. Come on, then. There's 15 seconds between the top 4. I tell you what, thank God Ferrari have built a good car, because can you imagine it being a Mercedes 1-2 and then 15 seconds to the next? No. Go on. We need the two Ferraris to stay with George. Stay with him. I was about to say stay within DRS. Forget DRS. DRS is gone. But keep within a second anyway. Don't let him get away. Don't let him get away. Whatever you do. Whatever you've got to do with your battery, do it, Charles. whatever you can do with that battery, do it. Do not let George get away. Do not let him disappear off. Yes, Gav, how are we doing? Albon didn't even start the race. Neither did Bortoletto. Neither did both McLarens. Stroll didn't make it past about lap 10. And we've had a fantastic scrap for second place between Russell, Leclerc and Hamilton. So there you go. There's your review. Williams having another stinker. I mean, you didn't even need to put 5 question marks. The answer is yes. This overtaking would have benefited Alonso because of his race crash he has with the cars, yeah. Yeah, like, I can't deny Alonso in the fight. Alonso in any fight makes it better. But it is what it is. You can't dwell on that, can you? I hope by the second half of the season, Aston have got this shit together. So Antonelli is a full back straight ahead of him. What's the gap? 8 seconds. Antonelli leads by 8 seconds. He has to win it from here. Antonelli has to get his first win of his career today. He has to win it from here. What have we got? About 23 laps to go, something like that. Antonelli leads by 7.9. He has to win the race from here now. Why didn't both... Electrical issues, they said. I don't think they elaborated on that, but electronic problems. So, Piastri has not raced a single lap this season yet. Which is crazy. Oh, Hamilton closing in on Leclerc, but they're letting Russell get away. Maybe there's nothing they can do about it. Oh, we've got a bit of a battery graphic on the screen. Okay. Oh, they're letting Russell get away. Wow. 1969 was the last time a McLaren driver didn't start back-to-back races. Wow. Exactly. Antonelli leads, Gav, yeah. He's got to win this. He's got to win this. To send a message to George that, listen, George, you're not winning all 22 races this year. I'm not just going to sit back and be a number 2 driver. I'm here. I'm in the fight. If Antonelli loses it from here, if Russell catches Antonelli, passes him and wins the race, it would be brutal. It'd be a brutal... Yeah. No. We don't want that. The sport doesn't need that. If Russell beats Antonelli from here, it's a wrap. It's a wrap, ladies and gentlemen. Antonelli's got got to grit his teeth and win this now. Ferrari keeper. Oh, we got Ocon out. We've had contact there, surely. There's been contact there. Oh, Ocon's got a bit of... Ocon's got all his barge boards flying around. Oh, this is not going to be good because there's going to be debris on the racing line and everything. And who's he collided with? Is it Gasly? Is it... Right, here we go. Right, Colapinto's come out of the pits. And is he... So here's a replay then. Colapinto comes out of the pits. And... Ocon decides to go for the move down the inside into turn 3. So Ocon just sees a gap, goes for it, and yeah, oh no, yeah, no. Yeah, it is Ocon's fault that, yeah. You should have backed out of it, Ocon, yeah. Yeah. Oh, gap at the front, 7.6. Yeah, Ocon's admitted that it's his fault. Alonso out of the race then, so both McLarens didn't start. Both Aston Martins are out. Albon and Bortoletto. I've not heard what's happened with Albon and Bortoletto, but neither of them started the race either. So we started with 18 cars. We're now down to 16. It's starting to feel like 2014 again. No, it's not. It's not. It's not. It's not. You got to remember, Gav, you didn't see the first 30 laps of the race. Trust me, Gav, Ferrari have given him a good fight today. A good fight. Mercedes have not had it easy at all. It's only now, it's taken Mercedes 35 laps to shake Ferrari off, basically. It's just that you've just seen the back end of that. But it has. But honestly, it's taken Mercedes 35 laps to shake off Ferrari. Oh, Alonso coming back out again. He's not, is he? Have you deleted that? Yeah. Oh, look at this, the Ferraris. The Ferraris into battle again. Leclerc makes a mistake, goes wide, and Hamilton up to P3. I tell you what, the Ferraris, they were scrapping in Australia, weren't they? And they're scrapping again. Leclerc round the outside. Oh, what were you saying, Sean Tan, about these Ferraris coming together? They're dicing. I tell you what, it's good racing. The Ferrari boys will come out of this and go, whew, you give me a race there, did you? And that's providing they don't actually collide. But the two Ferraris are going for it. Hamilton then up to P3. It's Antonelli who leads George Russell by 7.5 seconds. It's then 5.5 now to Hamilton because they've been fighting. Leclerc's right there. Then 19 seconds to Ollie Behrman in P5. Oh, but... That's the problem. That's the problem with 2026. It's not about Mercedes. It's not about It's not about the battery harvesting deployment. It's not about that. The problem with 2026 is the 19-second gap between Leclerc and Behrman. That's the problem. That's the issue. Because you've got this two-team breakaway, then a massive gap, and then the rest of the field, which is concerning. I mean, all we can say is thank God it's not a one-team breakaway. At least it's a two-team breakaway. I don't know when McLaren are probably in that 19-second gap if they're taking part. But it's still not great, is it? That Behrman is nowhere near. Despite being P5, Behrman is a third of a lap behind. Quarter of a lap behind. Despite being P5. That's not great. But you're always going to get that with new regulations. You're already going to get a bigger field spread. You're not going to get the entire field within a second of a season in quali and all that. It just doesn't happen. Yeah, Haas in 5th. Yeah. In fact, Gav, Alpine at the beginning of the race was second and... They were about second and fourth in the early stages. Yeah. I'm not pulling your leg either. See Colapinto in 12th there. He was second at the beginning of the race for a few laps. You know what I mean? But then he had to do a pit stop. Well, at least the Ferraris haven't come together yet. Still time. What have we got? 17, 18 laps to go. Still time. Russell, 6.8 behind Antonelli. Oh, Kimi. If Kimi gets beaten today, it's only round 2. But psychologically, it would be a massive indication of how this season is going to go. Like I say, I know it's only round 2, but Antonelli's got to win this. Because of the gap that he's had, not necessarily just because he's in the lead, so he's got to win it. The gap he has had to Russell, it was 8 seconds. If you lose it from there. Am I drinking? No. Or am I pissed? No. Got a cup of tea. There was... This was plan B, because plan B was get a few hours sleep. But there was a plan A of having a big session and staying up throughout the night. But I wouldn't have done the race. I wouldn't have done that. Because I usually fade. If I try and stay up all night on a piss up, by the time you get to about 4 a.m, I'm done. It's over. So to then go another 4 or 5 hours into the morning, no, I wouldn't have been in. I wouldn't have made it. I would not have made it. I would not have made it. So I thought, if I'm going to have any chance of watching the Chinese Grand Prix, the session will have to wait. Tomorrow. Tomorrow, Gav, yeah. Monday birthday. Rip. It's not what you want, is it? So I'll have to wait. I'll Friday night, I'll have it. Yeah, Friday night, I'll have it. Oh, here comes Leclerc on Hamilton. How many times have these Ferraris swapped positions? Oh, Leclerc back up to P3, and are they going to pit? Is Leclerc going to pit? No. Of course not, but Leclerc up to third. Is Hamilton going to try into turn one? He is. Go down the inside. Be careful. Be careful, boys. Well, I tell you what. And Hamilton gets it back. They call it yo-yo racing. I call it good racing. This is what I've been wanting for 20 years. How people moaning at this? People are moaning about this. This is fantastic. You can follow, yes. See, that's something that's not mentioned. You can follow so much closer with these new regulations. These regulations got so much potential. It's just that the gap between the performance of the different cars is too big. Like, you've got Ferrari on their own. Do you know what I'm trying to say? If the field spread was condensed, these regulations would be awesome. As it is, you've got Mercedes, bit of a gap, then Ferrari scrapping between themselves, then 19 seconds to Behrman, who might be having a scrap with Verstappen. So everyone's too spread out. But give it a year or two, and when we start to get the field coming together, I tell you, I'm not... Listen, a lot of people love to moan and be negative, but I don't think it's all bad. Russell, 6.4 behind Antonelli now. If Russell wins this. If Russell wins this, we're in trouble. We're in trouble. Exactly. Exactly. It's a two-team breakaway. But even that now, there's 13 seconds between Mercedes and Ferrari. You see, Leclerc saying it's actually been quite fun, yeah. The only issue is the field spread, so they've got no one else to fight with, basically, only themselves. Because the gap between the cars, the gap between the performance of the cars is too big. Give it another year. Oh yeah, Hamilton hasn't got a podium for Ferrari yet. Because he got a sprint race victory here, didn't he? A year ago, he won the sprint. Since then, it's been miserable for Hamilton at Ferrari. But 2026 looking good. How far is Perez behind Kimi? It doesn't bear working out, does it, Gav? A lap. Yeah, it is a lap, look. More than a lap. Russell's just lapping Bottas now, so yeah, more than a lap. Is it over 2 minutes? It's somewhere around 2 minutes, yeah. I can't believe is a one-stopper at China like normal? Because isn't China supposed to be, oh, it's front tyre limited, it eats your tyres? You know, all the commentators giving it, oh, 7 laps, 8 laps, eats your tyres. Then you get to the Grand Prix, 40 laps on a set of tyres. All right then. So it's not that bad on tyres then, is it? Truth be told. It's all a bit... Ooh, the Antonelli leads back up to 7.3. He has to win this. He has to win this. Yeah, Gav. Gone. So we've got a 5-week gap. We do Japan in a couple of weeks. And then 5 weeks to what? What's round... Well... What becomes round 4? Is it Canada? So, yeah. Australia, China, Japan. Then everyone has 5 weeks off. There you go. It was inevitable, though, wasn't it? And it's too short notice for another track to prepare themselves for a Grand Prix. So they're not going to be substituted either. We're just going to go down to a 22 race calendar, which is understandable. But to be honest with you, 22 races is enough anyway. 24's pushing it. 22 races a season is enough in my book. You can have too much of a good thing. $12 laps to go. Antonelli leads the race. He's looking at a maiden Grand Prix victory. 7.4 seconds he leads. Then it's 14 seconds to Hamilton. Wow. First half of the race, Ferrari were in the fight. Second half of the race, not so much. I tell you what, Verstappen's not. Yeah, I'm just about to say that, Crofty. Hold your horses. I would have expected Verstappen to sail past Behrman. It's not happened. Ollie Behrman is on for a P5. Wow. Ollie Behrman is in for a bag of points. It's solid for Gasly and Lawson as well, this. Hadjar P9. All right. Sainz P10, you know. How's Sainz P10? Hey, Gav, Sainz is P10. How's Sainz P10? I tell you what, Williams will take a point. I've only just noticed now that Sainz is in the running for points. And Colapinto 11th. It's a shame for Colapinto to be as high as second in the race and then end up with no points. It's a bit of a shame. Ocon as well. Ocon was third. Ocon was as high as third, but their strategy's just not worked out, has it? Oh, Verstappen's grinding to a halt here. Verstappen's got a problem, like 46 or 56, and Verstappen is retiring from the race. Right, who had UAD for the 2026 Chinese Grand Prix for neither Norris, Piastri or Verstappen to finish, or even... Oh my God. How long does Verstappen stay in Formula One? We want like Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? A, B, C, D. You know, the 4 options. 4 possible answers. How long does Max Verstappen stay in Formula One? 1 week. 1 month. 1 year. 10 minutes. Mate. No. No. The rookie not doing so great this weekend, Arvid Lindblad. He had a do in the first half, but yeah, no, he's not getting any points. I tell you what, we've had a few retirees here. Antonelli has to win. Lap 47 or 56, and he leads by 8.7 seconds. This is very impressive. Very impressive what should be a maiden win for Kimi Antonelli here. Listen, I bought this picture 12 months too soon, but I knew. I hope, no, in all seriousness, right, I hope Kimi Antonelli can put on a championship charge, because I don't want George Russell winning 22 races. No, I don't. And I would love Ferrari to pose even more of a threat, because they're having a go, especially early stages. First half of the race, they were in the mix. And then they just started to fade in the second half. First half was looking good. They went into half-time at 0-0 and then they end up losing 3-0 Ferrari. to put it in football terms, Ferrari went in at half-time 1-1, thinking, we're in this game. We've got a chance here. End up losing 3-1. Well, we had a good first half. Yeah. Yeah, hopefully Russell turns out to be Rosberg and Kimi is Hamilton. Well, it's good news that Russell hasn't won the first 2 back-to-back. That's good. What I'd ask for in Japan is a Ferrari victory. Oh, I want the Hamilton victory in Japan. Then we have 3 from 3. Yeah. That's what I want. So we've got Russell round 1, Antonelli round 2, Hamilton round 3, and Ferrari with an upgrade package and look on it. That's what we want. And then 5 weeks off. Is it Canada? What was round 5? What was round 6? I don't even know. Oh, Miami. So it goes straight from Japan, then in 5-week gap, then it go Miami, Canada, Monaco, Barcelona, Austria. Yeah. So it goes straight from Japan to Miami. That sounds like a Pitbull song. Middle East, cancelled. Antonelli. So how many races has it taken Antonelli to win one? 25 races? Come on. I'm jinxing him now. We're still 7 laps out here. Is it Monaco? No, Miami, Canada, Monaco, I think. Did I just say? Memory like a goldfish. Fair play for Kimi for seeing this one out. This has been solid. Behrman in P5, 25 seconds behind Leclerc's Ferrari. Eesh. Red Bull's a disaster this year, yeah. Yeah. Red Bull's a midfield runner. Red Bull's in the fight with Haas and Alpine. Oh, I don't know, disaster. Well, it's a disaster when you fight for a championship the year before, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah, it's a disaster when you're 2 points away from winning the championship and then you midfield, yeah. But, I mean, disaster's relative. The Aston Martin's a disaster. Red Bull is very disappointing. Yeah, the Red Bull is not. Max might go winless this season. Max might go winless and then join WEC. Do you know what? I'd actually respect, in a certain way, if Max just went, it's not about the money, it's not about any of this bullshit, I'm going. I'd have to respect that and go, fair play. He just wants to race and win. And whatever category. If he's not enjoying it and he dips, I'd have to go, fair play. You live once. And he says that he doesn't care about how many championships he wins in F1. But I sort of think, well, of course you do. But if he did actually leave in his late 20s, I would go, fair play. Fair play. Goes off, wins Le Mans. I hope he doesn't leave, but I think he will. What are we saying? He didn't quicker. What? He didn't quicker than Hülkenberg. I can't remember what I was on about. Still count as a disaster considering their pedigree. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I mean, disaster's a strong word, but when you're going from, like I say, when you're going from fighting the championship to midfield, then yeah. How come you didn't do sprint and qualify? Would you work? Yeah, I was on the early shift Saturday morning, so I couldn't do. So I just watched the highlights of the sprint and quality. But anyway, doing streams at 3 in the morning and stuff. I'll be glad when we get back to European times and we're doing streams at 2 in the afternoon. Put it that way. But yeah, no, I had to work Saturday morning, so I missed the sprint. But watched the highlights and it was pretty good. It was very good, actually. It's just that people don't want to admit that. People are so busy complaining about the batteries that They don't actually look at the racing and go, do you know what? It's great racing. The only thing is, I think my biggest problem with it all is the field spread between the cars. But there's nothing you can do about that. It's new regulations. You're always going to get big gaps between the performance of each individual team. That's the problem. But once we get second half of the season, the cars can follow closer. The racing, when you get two cars within the same vicinity, the racing's fantastic. It's just you're not getting two cars within the same vicinity a lot because the performance gap between each team is a bit bigger than it was last year. So it's pros and cons. There's pros and cons to it. But if you listen to the media, if you listen to all your social media influencer bollocks, they'll just tell you it's crap. And it's not Formula One anymore. Formula One is... Do you know, every single season, people are going, Formula One is over. Stick yourself in the bin. And I'm not saying it's perfect. It's a long way from perfect. We just need a year of development. It's what we need, just so the field spread comes in a little bit. Then it's going to be fireworks. Stay posted. It's got potential, is what I'm saying. These regulations got potential. It's not god awful. It's got potential. The super clipping I don't like. Why is Antonelli gone off at the hairpin? Kimmy, do not bottle this. Do not bottle this with 2 laps to go, 3 laps to go. Do not bottle this, Kimmy. If Kimi Antonelli bottles this race win. Oh, don't do that. Oh, don't do that, Kimmy. You've 3 laps to go. Do not bottle this, Kimmy. Sainz is P9. Fair play. Fair play. Yeah, okay, Kimmy. 3 laps remaining. Let's just get this thing home. Antonelli leads by 7.4. At least he had a 9-second buffer when he made a mistake. You can't bottle it from here, Kimmy. Well, let's put it this way. The first half of the race is definitely better than the second half. How do I rate the race? What did I give Australia? 6 out of 10 in the end. Yeah, because it was a 10 out of 10 first 9 laps, and then it was a 2 out of 10 rest of the race. This is the thing about 2026. When you get 2 cars within the same vicinity, oh, it's fireworks. The racing's unbelievable. They're jockeying for position. Then he uses battery, gets it back. Then the next straight. So when you get 2 cars that are evenly matched, the racing's fantastic in 2026. The problem is the cars aren't evenly matched. If I could sum up these regulations, or if I could sum up the early part of the season, that is what it is. When 2 cars are evenly matched, fantastic. We're getting jockey. You know, changing 2-3 changes of lead per lap when you get 2 drivers that are on, you know, same tyres, near enough equal machinery. It's fantastic. Problem is, we're early on in a regulation cycle, and so the differential between the cars is quite large, and so we're not really getting people on equal footing. Once we start getting people on more of an equal footing, it's going to be great. I can see the potential. So do not believe it. And Dougie, I'm looking at you. Do not believe it when you see all these headline-grabbing clickbait bollocks saying F1 is over, it's doomed. I'm saying it's got potential. But I don't like brackets. Fuck the super clipping. Brackets. Super clipping ain't helping nobody. Well, Antonelli is about to start his last lap. I saw this kid on the horizon. I mean, you got to be in the right car. This is good, you know, because why this is good is not because I called this a year ago. Although that doesn't hurt. No. I'll stop blowing my own trumpet. Right. What's good about this is George Russell's got competition. George Russell's got competition. That is essential. What's that from? That is essential. Wait, that is essential. What movie is that from? It's Harry Potter. Voldemort himself must do it. It's essential. That's what it is. Oh, so the boy must die? Okay. Yeah, and Voldemort himself must do it? Yeah. Oh. Anyway. Anyway, that's a bit of a race commentary for you. Oh my God. Look at him. He's absolutely power sliding out of the... Nah, he's taking a mick. He's power sliding out of the hairpin. Oh, Kimi Antonelli wins the Chinese Grand Prix in 2026. Come on. 19 years old and Kimi Antonelli gets his first Grand Prix victory. I saw it coming 12 months ago when I ordered that bad boy. Come on. Antonelli wins the 2026 Chinese Grand Prix, George Russell P2, and Lewis Hamilton gets his first podium for Ferrari. Hamilton P3, Leclerc P4, Ollie Behrman P5. He's got to be in contention for driver of the day. Pierre Gasly, P6 in the Alpine. Liam Lawson, P7. Isaac Hadjar, P8. Carlos Sainz will take 2 points in the Williams. And Colapinto, justification. Colapinto gets a point. He's running as high as P2 in the early stages. But Kimi Antonelli, 19 years old, wins his first F1 race. Brilliant. Antonelli wins. Fantastic. Oh, yeah, Gav. If it was 12 months ago, Gav, I'd have been crying. I've mellowed a bit. Oh, yeah, if Antonelli had won his second ever race. It's still sweet now, but it would have been... It would have been like one of them emotional ones. I can't believe he's done it. You know, tears. No, but I am happy for him. But more than that, I'm happy that George Russell's got competition. So it was Mercedes 1, 2, Ferrari 3, 4 in the end. But Ollie Behrman. Right, we've got to rate the race and driver of the day now. So in Australia, what would I give it? 6 out of 10. Did I give driver of the day Lindblad? Because he was like 7th. Was he 7th or 8th? Right, so I'm going to rate the race. I mean, the first half of the race is an 8. The second half of the race is like a 2 or 3, innit? Much like Australia, really. Does it balance out at a 6 again? Are we starting 2026 with 2 6s? Maybe. Is it a 5? Is it a 6? Hamilton for keeping the second half interesting. What, Hamilton driver of the day? Ollie Behrman's just finished 5th, you know. Oh, do you give it... I mean, it's biased for me to go Antonelli driver of the day, is it not? But it is his first win. So Antonelli's got to be in with a shout, surely. But he did start on pole, and he is in the fastest car. So eventually you're going to win a race, aren't you? But still, no, it's a solid job. It's a great job, actually. I have to go Behrman P5, don't I? Even though Antonelli's won his first race. The fans will give it to Antonelli. Yeah, the fans will give it to Antonelli. Yeah. Why not? No, do you know what? I'll give it Antonelli. Yeah, because... Because after the top 4, right, you've got that top 4. But after that, with McLaren not being in the race, P5's up for grabs anyway. Not that I'm putting down what Behrman's done, but P5's up for grabs. But Antonelli to beat Russell by 7-8 seconds. Is more impressive. I'll go Kimi Antonelli, driver of the day. Not just because he's won, but because he beat Russell by 7-8 seconds. And he's only 19 and all the pressure of it and all the rest of it. Whereas Ollie Behrman's great result, P5, but he was up for grabs. This is the context. If Behrman had got P5 and he'd beaten both McLarens, and he beat, you know what I mean, he'd beaten a strong Verstappen and beaten both McLarens and got P5, you're going Ollie Behrman P5. But P5 was up for grabs today. So I'm giving it Kimi Antonelli driver of the day. Now, as for rate the race, if the race had ended on lap 30, I'd be giving it an 8.5, 9 out of 10. As it is, it's a 56 lap race. So it drops marks. It drops to a 6. So I've gone Australia 6 out of 10, China 6 out of 10. Potential. Not one that goes down in history. Is it horrendous? Is it a 1 or 2 out of 10? Horrendous. Change the regulation. No. As with most things in life, it's at neither end of the extremes. It's somewhere in the middle. I'm giving it 6 out of 10. And driver of the day, Kimi Antonelli. Should give it to Science for P9. In fact, Science is in the running. Yeah, Science is in the running. It's not a crazy shout that. It's not a crazy shout that. If Antonelli hadn't won the race, if it was Russell Antonelli the other way around, I might give it Science. Anyway. That's because the number of DNFs. Well, yeah. The number of DNFs has put Science in the point. Yeah, look at the DNFs. How long since we've had that many retirees? Verstappen out, Alonso out, Stroll out, and then Piastri, Norris, Bottas and Albon didn't even start. That's like a third of the field. It's a bit mad, isn't it? So, if you finish, you had a good chance of getting points today. Bottas in the Cadillac, 13th, just for finishing the race. Right, I'm going in a minute. You got a tractor to 9th. Yeah, fair play. I would have given it Colapinto. Oh, come on. We can't start messing about with Colapinto. No, if Colapinto would have finished 5th where Behrman was, I would have given it Colapinto, yeah. Anyway, if buts and maybes, Antonelli driver of the day, Chinese Grand Prix. What did he just say? You cannot pause or rewind this programme. Are you taking a mic? He's crying. Wow. First Italian to win for 20 years. Who's the one before him then? Hang on, don't tell me, don't tell me. First Italian to win for 20 years. So you're talking 06. What? Fisichella? Gotta be. Giancarlo Fisichella, final answer. I might be wrong. Anyway. Is it Fisichella, Sean Tan? Last Italian to win before now? He was Italian, wasn't he? Did he win for Renault in 06? He must have. Yeah. Oh, I'm brave. I was like, yeah. Renault got a 1-2. Right. That's all from me. I hope you've enjoyed it. I know it's been an early start and the second half of the race was pretty dead, if we're being honest. But like I say, it's not all bad. These regulations got potential. It's not all doom and gloom at the end of Formula One. Don't believe it. Like I say, the racing is fantastic when you get two cars within the vicinity of each other. The racing's great. They can follow closer. They're jockeying for position. Call it yo-yo racing. Call it what you want. I call it great racing. But other than that, I'll be back for the Japanese Grand Prix in a couple of weeks. So until then, that is about all. Right. Cheers for joining. Please you drop me a like. Get yourself subscribed if you haven't already. And I will see you for the Japanese Grand Prix in a couple of weeks. Bye for now. Cheers.